This is Love at the Fair by Fanfic Porter. The sun is high in the sky as three friends walk through the vast parking lot to the local medieval fair. It's been a tradition for the trio to try every convention or fair that rolls into town, and this time they were prepared. Bolin is dressed as a barbarian from his D&D campaign, while his brother Mako wasn't so open to the idea at first, but the oldest of the group is wearing a simple shirt with a picture of a knight's chest plate on it. Asami, on the other hand, was just as excited as Bolin when she was told about the fair. She's been wanting to go for a while, but something always came up at the last second. She came ready this time, dressed as a fortune teller and a large sack of money in her pocket. Once inside, the trio faced the hardest part of the journey, where to start first. Bolin and Asami scan through the paper map while Mako stands around with his hands in his pockets, trying to seem cool for the ladies, but to the onlookers, he looks to be sulking. Okay, but hear me out. We could go this way first, and we should be in time for the hawk show. Bolin traces his fingers around the map to show his best friend the path they should take. I guess we could do that, but we need to stop off at the glassblower stall before we leave. You know how much my father likes paperweights. Asami is quick to agree with Bolin just so they can get a move on. Mako, quit sulking! We're going this way! Bolin shouts for his uninterested brother. Mako rolls his eyes and follows the two down a dirt path. We're going inside every shop, aren't we? Oh, Mako! Check it out! They have soap in the shape of a cupcake! Bolin holds out the colorful soap. Mako sighs, wishing he didn't take the day off for this. Hours later, both Asami and Mako are red from the sun beating down on them. Asami knew she forgot something at home, and now she remembers. Oh my gosh, guys, is that a real blacksmith? Bolin jumps around like a kid in a candy shop. You shouldn't have shown him that show Forged in Fire. Now he thinks he can judge any knife he sees. Mako shakes his head at his brother's antics. Asami shrugs. It's an educational show. Besides, if he really wants to become a blacksmith, you should support him. The three enter the hot shop. The heat pouring from the forge is enough to make a person melt on the spot, even with two fans to circulate the air. Asami is a woman of science. She doesn't believe in fairy tales, but the moment she laid eyes on the blacksmith, she knew she fell in love. Hey, welcome to South Pole Blades. I'm Cora. The woman shouts over her shoulder as she continues hammering red-hot steel. Bolin tests the boundaries by leaning over the caution tape to get a better look. Cora notices the onlooker ignoring the tape and the huge sign saying to keep back. She places the knife billet she is working on the anvil and crosses her bulging arms across her chest. You're either really nosy or you have a death wish. Mako chimes in. Depending on the day, it's both. Bolin leans back. Sorry, I noticed you're working on a Damascus pattern and I wanted to see which one. The blacksmith nods in appreciation. It's a simple ladder pattern. The blade is now forgotten as she moves to the display case. Then it clicks and she narrows her eyes at the barbarian-dressed man. You watched that bladesmithing show, didn't you? Bolin nervously scratches the back of his neck. He is a strong man, but the woman's arms easily put him to shame. Maybe? Cora rolls her eyes in annoyance. You're not the first to come in here trying to get a closer look or to criticize. Don't mind Bolin. He's just excited to see smithing in person. Asami smoothly makes her way to the counter and leans against it. I'm Asami Sato. She holds her hand out, knowing full well her last name will score some points with this toned goddess. Cora perks up and wipes her grimy hand on the canvas apron she is wearing before shaking hands. The industrialist Sato? Asami smirks. The one and only. Cora reaches into a pocket in her apron and pulls out a business card. She scribbles on the back of it. If you ever want some private lessons, let me know. Asami takes the card and winks at the other woman. I'll take you up on that. And I'll take this. Bolin holds up a small knife. Later, the trio are watching the Birds of Prey show, but Asami is distracted by her phone instead of watching a hawk dive across the stage. Okay, even I'm tired of watching you make goo-goo eyes at your phone. Mako snatches the object out of Asami's hand and reads the screen. Hi. That's it? Why don't you just hit send? Mako doesn't understand. He wonders if it's an Asami thing or a girl thing. Ugh, give me that. Asami snatches her phone back. It's complicated. It's not really complicated. Asami wants to make a good impression on the bladesmith, and just saying a simple hi doesn't seem right. Nevertheless, the engineer presses send. Cora wipes the sweat from her brow as she takes a seat next to the now cooling forge. She checks her phone and is surprised to see a message from an unknown number. Unknown number. Hi. Cora covers her mouth and giggles into her palm. She thought there would be some form of flirting, but she figures the other woman is nervous. She saves the number in her phone and sends back a message. And that was Love at the Fair by Fanfic Porter. If you like what you read and heard, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if there's anything you guys want to see in the future, just leave a comment down below. Bye!